hamstring curls, right? Is it better to stay lean back, or what's the difference between leaning back and you see some people like this?
When you lean forward, you can't get that full extension. You see that you're not able to stretch the whole thing fully. Yeah. When you lean back, you can get that full stretch. I mean, the machine was made like that for a reason.
To lean back?
Yeah, so everybody's like doing that bullshit with their leaning forward and doing that. You're trying to
You can definitely go like heavier when you're like.
That's what I'm saying. It makes it easier.
Yeah.
So like you want less leverage, lean back, use it how it's supposed to be, and get a better result. People that do it the other way, they kind of see it on Instagram or some bullshit like that, and like, oh yeah, I want to try that. Like it feels more burny or whatever. Like I feel stronger. But the whole point is you want to make it harder. You know what I mean?
Cool. Like that. Thanks.
Still filming?
I think you're just full of shit.
Bro, what? I'm an IFBB pro, okay? So what I say goes. You hear that, guys? If I have IFBB in front of my Instagram handle, that means I know everything. Can't question it. It's the rules, okay? Okay, what's up, YouTubes? Welcome back to my very mediocre channel. So it's Saturday, we're gonna hit some glutes, hammies. It's a little bit earlier than we usually train. It's like noon right now. We usually train around 3-ish, 3:30. But we got somewhere to be today at 5 o'clock.
Something like that.
Excuse me, something like that. So we're here early. Still feel pretty good. Usually we get 3 meals in, but today we're only doing 2. But like I said, I still feel pretty good. So take you through our ass, hamstring, and back day today. We'll be starting off with some adductors. We like to do these first to kind of get everything nice and warm. Then we'll move over. Actually, I'll just explain it as we go over there. But starting with adductors, I'm gonna do some warm-ups, get nice and warm. We don't want to pull a groin, because that's no fun. Did you ready to go?
No, I haven't gone yet.
Okay, I'll start.
The leg press setup messed me up.
What'd y'all do?
Did a deep, wide leg press. It'll fall like all the way into you, and it messed up your adductors too. And then we got adductors 3 days later. That was Wednesday, it's Saturday. So yeah, 3 days later. And normally we've been pretty recovered, but this has been like, whatever we did this Wednesday was pretty brutal. And yeah.
When doing adductors, you want to make sure you're opening it up with consent. Opening up your legs wide enough so where you can get a good range of motion. Obviously just go wide enough to where you're comfortable and you're not like straining anything, and it's gonna affect your actual like movement. And then feet placement, a lot of people will put it here and like really jam their feet into that little like bar right here, so a platform, which creates a little bit more leverage, which makes the movement a little bit easier, makes you stronger. So a good thing to do is kind of like let your feet hang off, but you're relying on just your legs to complete the movement. It's gonna be a little bit harder, which is fine. You know, that's the whole point of this, is you want to be able to make exercises harder, and it's just gonna be more effective. So nice and tight, brace that core. Use these bars to really hold yourself down and keep those hips back on the back pad. Go as far as you can comfortably, and then go, nope, yes, nope, okay, no, fine. Usually how my night goes, and I'm talking to my wife and we're in bed.
Congrats, man.
No, no.
It's the other to say, I'm usually just no. That's all.
Nope, not happening.
No, okay, cool.
Dude, marriage must suck.
No, I was totally a joke. Marriage isn't that bad, guys. If you marry the right one. Obviously, if you marry a girl that's mean, cold-hearted, bosses you around, tells you what to do.
Bitches be mean, man.
They be mean, man. Takes away your video games, takes away all your snacks,
Because you play games with your boys all night, dude.
I know, dude, they don't like that.
They don't like Saturdays with the boys.
No, dude, they hate it. Are you filming now? All right, so we're finished warming up. We're gonna start our working set. What are you at, 225?
Probably the same as you, yeah.
Yeah, so 225. I think I need to get like 12 or 13 reps. We're doing the 1 RIR again, but obviously if I can do more and have 1 RIR in the tank, I'm gonna keep going. We'll do 3 sets here, and then we'll move on to the next, which I will tell you when we get there.
Yeah, looks like a 1.
Oh, yeah, there's a 1.
I wasn't recording, I was getting my settings up.
Oh, it's okay. I like talking to the camera when it's off.
Yeah.
It's how I practice. But yeah, it was good. Good set. Supposed to hit 10. Got my 10. There's definitely a 1 RIR. Pretty lit up after that 1 set, so it's a sign of a good day.
Oh. 9 or 10? 9. Was that like mid-set, or was that after you stood up?
Like those last 2 reps. I didn't feel any like twinge or anything. It just felt like a little
Sharp, like strained almost?
I don't know. Yeah. It feels like it's like it started here. It's kind of like wraps around.
Like all the way up in your hip?
Yeah, like back here.
I mean, your set looks fine too. It's very smooth, very clean. You want to pull back like half the sack, just pump blood in it? Painful or okay? Totally fine? Okay.
You just didn't warm up enough.
Yeah, take your time. You can get another warm up, or I mean, you work 2 of them.
Sit here like stretched out for a second.
Yeah.
Woo! Dude, I like just stretching like that.
Feels good.
It does.
Bro, that was scary. Try not to freak out and get pissed, bro. They didn't feel super serious. It just felt a little bit of discomfort. Just didn't feel right. In this area,
Oh, I thought you were like grabbing your knee.
I don't know, like it felt tight here and it's like almost wrapping around the back and coming up to like the back of my hip. Exercise number 2, we're gonna do the gluteator. It's the actual name of it. So right now we're gonna work the outside of our glutes. Oh, it's hard to get into. After an adductor pump, it's gonna hit a couple warm-ups. Make sure I'm nice and warm so we don't have a little scare like we just had.
Scares aren't fun.
All right now? Okay, fine. Give me that look, dude. He's just staring at me. Quick little tip for all you young bucks out there, if anyone just struggles to grow their quad, they're just don't have a very good like a quad sweep insertion. It's not only about building that outer quad sweep to have big legs. You also want to, if you want to have like really big looking legs, you want to build those adductors as well. So you want to train your adductors. And just doing like adductors, like direct adductor work isn't what's gonna build the mass. You also have to look at what you're doing in like your squats or your leg presses. So when I leg press, I put my feet low on the platform and a little bit wider, get real deep in that stretch. So whenever people talk about like they're doing their feet high and wide on the platform for leg pressing to build their hamstrings, it's just fucking bullshit because you cannot build your hamstrings on a leg press. That burning sensation you're feeling in that hamstring area, that's your adductor magnus. So training your adductor magnus deep in that leg press or deep in a squat is gonna help build that size and that mass on it. And obviously still you wanna hit the direct adductor work for like the sprinkle on top, the finishing touches. Knowledge bomb.
Is this your working set?
Yeah. So here I need, according to Dr. Mike in the hypertrophy app, I need 14 with a 1 RAR. So as always, safety first. Put your seatbelt on, buckle up.
I don't know why, but that just reminded me of getting in a skid steer.
The what?
Getting in a skid steer, you know, like your equipment.
Uh-uh.
You know what a skid steer is?
No, what is that?
Insert.
You gotta use the fancy words. You just say fucking heavy equipment.
I was talking about the skid steer.
It sounds like a made up word.
No, it's not.
Sounds like it.
Yeah.
Sounds fake as shit, but
They're fucking real.
you're probably just high.
Oh, God.
Oh man, that was good. Trying to build that cake. I mean, bake that cake. You can't build the cake.
Bone to pick with you.
Me or Caleb?
You. I'll always
up?
have one with him.
Yeah.
Fuck that dude. I feel like you don't be liking my pics and videos I send you because you never respond to my texts.
Well, I told you the other day, he sent me the links and stuff. I downloaded them and I wrote the text. I'm like, oh, these are fucking dope. Like, these are sick. And I thought I pressed the send button, but I guess I did it. So when I went to text him the other day about like, hey, we're filming Saturday, it was just sitting in there.
Like,
It's like, oh, dude.
I can't send it now. Yeah, it'd
I
be
told
weird.
him afterwards, I was like, hey, dude, like, my bad. The pics and the videos were dope. My autistic fingers didn't press the send button. I thought I did.
It's really hard for him to conjure up full
Nope.
sentences.
But also my fucking like my screen protector is kind of fucked, so it doesn't like work all the time. I do like your stuff, okay?
I just feel like you don't be liking my shit.
No, I do,
sometimes, dude.
bro.
I really,
Dato's like, shit, bro.
I'll be finishing stuff at like 3 a.m. and I'm excited to send them to you, and then I just never get a response.
If I didn't like them, I would say something like, hey, dude, what do you think about like switching it up and like doing this?
Or he wouldn't hire you.
Yeah.
There's that factor.
All right, well, just sometimes I get a little insecure.
All right, dude, I'll make sure I give you that, you know, that positive affirmation.
Thank you.
Okay.
I'm like, well, fuck, should I edit them differently until maybe he'll respond?
No, that's my bad. I take full responsibility for that. That's my fault. Make sure you tell your camera guys that you love their stuff, because I do.
Thanks, buddy.
I love Tay-Tay. Sorry. Don't cry. You can cry on my shoulder if you want. Hey, dude, actually, all the videos and shit we did this month, I don't like it, so I'm not paying you. But I'm still going to use it.
That's how it works. You just gamble on every project you do. You're like, hope they like it. Hope I'm getting
But in
paid.
my defense, I genuinely did just like miss the send button. Don't act like you guys haven't done that shit before. We've all done it. Pretty bad at like texting back or like responding. Like I'll see it, like I'll text back in a minute and I just forget. I even do it to my mom sometimes, which is terrible. I'm a bad son. I know. Sorry, Mom. If you're watching this, I love you. Make sure I do extra reps for you.
Whenever y'all talk about your lifts that you do when I'm not here, I feel like I like really miss out.
Oh, like got FOMO?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's actually like, we're a lot more locked in when you're not here. I don't know what it is. When you come around, it's just like, all right, dude, fucking time to fuck off.
We get the camera, we get a little nervous, and it's like, oh shit.
Yeah. So I don't want people to think that we don't train hard, because we do. We're pretty serious and like locked in when we train. It's just when potatoes are
You bring out our demons, dude. The demons
Dude, mine are out every day, all day,
on display.
24/7.
My demons are deep inside me.
Demons are getting.
I'm not doing DMT, bro. I'm not about that life.
It's like joke's on you. I laced your drink with it, bro. Halfway through, you're like, oh shit.
We'd probably fight, bro. We get into a wrestling match.
You couldn't fucking catch me, dog.
I've got a good, 5 seconds. I gotta warm up first, though. I'm tear something. So, third exercise we're gonna be doing, we just finished up with gluteator. Did 3 sets there. Now we're moving on to the seated hamstring curl, the good old ham tractor. If you've never used this specific machine, if you have a gym that has one, or if you ever go to a gym that has one, I highly recommend you try it. The angle of it is just so good, man. If it hits better than any other seated leg press or leg curl, holy shit, seated leg curl that I've ever used. So just kind of warming up. So I think I'm gonna hit this for a few reps and then jump into our working set. We're gonna do 3 working sets here, and yeah, hopefully I don't die.
That's pretty neat, man.
Neat?
Yeah.
Dude, your homeschooling's fucking showing right now, dude.
Neat was the line, dude.
I never been hit with that, dude. Like, that's pretty neat, man. Cool, thanks, I guess. And then the big smirk he had, he's like, that's pretty neat, man.
Neat, man.
I'm just like super paranoid right now because of that little scare I had on the adductors earlier. It didn't feel bad there, but I'm scared. You know what I mean? Like, it's like in the back of my head now. It's like I am mortal. I'm not invincible. Oh, but yeah, you should always be smart. If something feels uncomfortable, just not safe. Trust your gut. Don't try to push through it. It's not gonna benefit you. It doesn't make you look hardcore. It makes you look stupid. This pad we have here. Usually we don't use this, but our quads are still very, very, very tender from Wednesday when we hit quads. Like completely fucked, like destroyed. So all that pressure pushing up on this hard pad just doesn't feel comfortable, and it really affects the set. So we're using a little pad. But I want to explain the whole reasoning to not lean forward when you're doing these. So if you just look at me doing this and I'm leaning forward, see how I can't really get my legs to fully extend and fully stretch. I'm missing out a little bit more on there. So when I lean back, look, straight legs, full extension, full stretch. Just use the machine how it's made. Don't do the shit you see on fucking TikTok and Instagram, doing these little quarter reps, whatever these are. Might make you feel stronger, you can get more leverage. The whole point of this stuff is to make it harder. Do it correctly. Full range of motion, best way to do things. For the most part, there's certain circumstances, but I'm not gonna get into that. For the average person, do full range of motion. Lean back in the seated leg curl. Use the bar. Brace yourself. Keep those hips locked in the back of the seat. Keep that core tight. And also, you want to make sure your leg is in a straight line. Hips, knees, feet, all that is in one straight line stacked on top of each other. When you turn out like this, as you contract, when you turn out, you start to lose the bias of the hamstring. So keep everything stacked up nice and straight, squeeze hard, nice and controlled, and that's how you grow a fucking dumpy in the hamstrings, not in your ass. That didn't make sense, so cut the video. So we just finished up our third exercise, the ham tractor, seated hamstring curl, did 3 sets there. Now we're moving on to our RDLs. So we like to do RDLs on the belt squat. The rogue belt squat's a really good one. I prefer them. We actually both prefer them over the barbell or like dumbbells. I just don't really feel them as well during the bar, like doing it with a barbell or a dumbbell. Just started doing it with this, I feel a lot better connection, constant tension the whole time. I feel safer. It just feels like a more comfortable movement for me. So we're gonna do 2 sets here on the RDL. We're gonna warm up nice and slow, probably just go 1 plate at a time. This is a very vulnerable movement. You wanna make sure your hamstrings are nice and warm, nice and stretched out, because we're gonna be moving some, for us, relatively heavy. And you're gonna be in a pretty vulnerable position, so you don't wanna tear a hammy. It's the last thing you wanna do. So warm up nice and slow with these, take your time, get yourself primed and ready for your top sets, because better safe than sorry. You keep doing that.
Doing what?
That, dude. You just stare at me when I talk to you. Weird, bro. Okay, so just did our top set, first working set of RDLs. So when doing an RDL, I'm trying to bias the glutes. So that means is we're gonna have a slight bend in the knees. Whew. Okay, slight bend in the knees. And then when you're up here, you wanna think about starting with, just drive those hips back. Don't think about like moving your back forward to try and like get horizontal. Sit in here, start that drive with the hips backwards. Get that full stretch, full range of motion in those glutes. And once you feel like you're maxed out on your range of motion, where it's comfortable, start by driving the hips back forward. Don't think about trying to just stand up with it with your lower back. It defeats the purpose. We're not deadlifting. Yes, you're gonna get some back recruitment in there, but it's not the bias of this movement. The bias is gonna be the glutes. So that's why you wanna have that slight bend in the knees. Start that drive with the hips, driving back. Keep the upper back engaged. Try not to let your back round. Holy fuck. Keep it nice and engaged. Get that isolation. And then when you go up for the contraction, start by driving the hips forward, and naturally your back will just straighten out. when she comes back, I'm gonna have Caleb like start asking her, cause she hurt her leg like last week. My wife hasn't been able to train because it's like super bruised. So I'm gonna have him like chat her up about like what she's doing to work around the leg injury and what she's doing to kind of help it out. And then Taylor's gonna discreetly, you know.
So I can't do any type of like leg extensions yet, but everything else it's like fine because I can still like bend it.
Like presses and things are good. And yeah, right on, dude.
It's more like I can't do any type of leg extension.
Yeah, so anything that's gonna put pressure on the actual like shin area?
Yeah.
Okay, and you're done with the boot, right?
Yeah, no more boot.
Good.
Like I can do anything quad wise anyways without doing a leg extension.
Right.
So it's
So
really,
you pretty
like,
much say, yeah.
Yeah.
Glute Tammy's fine.
Yeah.
Right on, dude, that's good.
Yo,
What?
we did it.
You got it?
Yeah.
She didn't catch it?
Go, Eddie.
Because I asked her, and she walked up. She's like, hey, how many you got left? I was like, you can have it when we're done. If you talk in front of the camera. She's like, no, I'm not doing that. You get like self-conscious.
We got it.
Good.
Yeah.
Mastermind here. Finishing up here, this glute hammy day. We're supposed to do hip thrust. It's gonna be taken up for a hot minute, so we're diverting over here to the butt blaster. We do love blasting the booty, blasting our butts. Probably one of my favorite things to do. No pun intended.
We said we were stopping.
No, I seriously like blasting the butt. We're gonna finish up here, 3 sets, and then we're gonna do some Nordic hamstring curls. We don't have to film that shit, it's just boring. So I'm giving you guys the run of what we're gonna be doing for the rest of the workout. Pretty much done, but for the most part, that's a wrap. Pretty smoked, glutes and hammies, nice and full. I actually got a pretty good pump. So yeah, that's it, man. I don't know what else to say, except see you next time. Taylor, good job behind the camera. I really love your pictures and the content you do. It's really good, I really like it. Genuinely enjoy them, even though I forgot to tell you how much I like
I don't
them.
know, dude. I kind of find it hard to believe. Listen, you don't respond to me.
I
You don't
forgot,
say
dude, okay? My bad, shit. Smoke too much weed. No, for real, good shit on stuff. Really enjoy the content you put out, so tune in next time. Next time we're gonna do chest, another chest day, chest and arms. So yeah, that's it. Abrupt ending.